So how did I go about changing my perspective? How did I go about shifting my mindset? Now, before I continue, I will admit that it's a process, and I'm still a work in progress. And it's a day-to-day thing, minute by minute, hour by hour, moment by moment. So, I'm still currently in the process of working through it. But for the most part, I can tell you that I have shifted it. I thought it'd be pretty interesting to discuss some of the steps that I've taken to shift my mindset. And I was really kind of curious, even before yesterday, the comments that I would receive, especially once it would be disclosed, a lot of the troubles that I'd been going through and the fact that I'd been going through it for so long. I mean, when you're going through kind of those dark thoughts for over 20 years and it just wears on you. So for all those that are experiencing it, you are not alone. Now, before I continue this, I want to tell you I'm still kind of dealing with the flu. Wednesday was a little better, but Wednesday night it started to get even worse. So if my throat's a little rough and raw, that's exactly why. I'm still dealing with quite a bit of it. I've been dealing with it since Monday. I'll be taking some medication today, later on tonight. But, while I have all of you, I wanted to kind of give you my thoughts because it was really interesting to hear from friends who had been talking about how they can tell the change, especially people that have known me for a long time, just saying, man, you're kind of a different person in many ways, not in the bad way. You're always a cool guy, but, and wonderful to hang around with, but man, it's not necessarily night and day, but you can definitely see the change. They notice it, which is so humbling to hear. I'm just grateful that people are taking notice. So where did it all start? Well, truth be told, Matt Young kind of put it in a way, about how you wake up. You wake up and focus on the negative, focus on being tired, focus on the pain, or you can wake up and just be grateful for being awake. And then we discussed some possible ideas of what to do in the mornings, first thing when you wake up. And so what I typically do first thing, I wake up and if I can open my eyes, then I consider it a victory. That's the positive right there. Oh man, I can wake up. Okay. Then if I can move around, get out of bed, that's another victory. So the positive momentum's already there, already starting the day on the right foot for me. I understand it could probably be easier said than done, but truthfully, I was going through pain and dark times and all of that for a long period of time. So, the fact that I can change it, and something as simple as waking up and just being grateful for waking up and being grateful for being able to move, and I don't focus on the pain. I incorporated yoga a long time ago, but I'd still notice pain. But once I started feeling grateful about the idea that I am waking up, the idea that I am getting out of bed, well then, there's two victories. So the positive momentum's starting. Then I'll meditate or I'll pray. Those are really profound for me. Prayer, I understand how some people feel about it. Sometimes it's just meditation, talking, inner dialogue, so to speak. I do that probably, I think out loud a lot of times, but that inner monologue I'll definitely have for 10 or 15 minutes. And some of it's, giving thanks. Other of it is, sending love to people, whether they've wronged me or haven't wronged me, or people that were in my life or people that are currently in my life. I show gratitude for my current status. And then one thing that really worked for me also was listing 10 things that I'm grateful for, even if I didn't feel like I was grateful for them at first. And that's really morphed into something where not only do I list the things, because initially that's all I would do. I would just make a list of 10 things. I wouldn't give a whole lot of detail as far as why I was grateful for those things. But the last maybe couple of weeks, I've been doing why I'm grateful for those things. Again, even the things that I may have been angry about before, I now see the gratitude in it, and being grateful for things that I might normally not be grateful for, even things that I wish were better. I'm just grateful that I'm in the position that I'm in, because at least I'm alive, I'm moving around, I have gainful employment, I have a car, I have a house, an apartment, so on and so forth. I have people that love me, the support that I feel, no matter who they are, no matter what the support is, the knowledge that I gain, the lessons, so on and so forth. And then after that, I'll probably do, if I've got a yoga on my schedule, I'll probably do some DDPY, which has helped. I try to be consistent with that. Sometimes I'm not very good with that, so it's always a work in progress for me. But I noticed that at least starting my day that way. And at the end of the night, I take stock of what I've done. I, maybe look at my to-do list if I have one. Still working on that, just trying to work on the process and getting better with it every day. Just trying to improve every day, trying to improve my mindset every day, switch my mindset every day. But I think if you start by focusing on the positive, even the things you don't think you should be grateful for, but just being grateful for what you currently have, it could always be a lot worse. And the truth is that as long as you're on this earth, as long as I'm on this earth, that's victory. I don't know what the afterlife is, or if there is an afterlife. I don't know if, there's the pearly gates or the fiery pits. I don't know what's in store for me. I just know that I have this life. I have today. That's all I can be thankful for. I've got the next few minutes. Nothing else is guaranteed. So, I just try to make the most of it and try to be grateful for it. So those are some of the techniques. I might talk about them a little bit more tomorrow in my Anchor.fm episode, but that'll probably be just only like a 5-minute thing. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit more, or I'll have a different topic. Who knows? Day to day, it always kind of changes. So thanks for your time. As always, be well, stay well, treat each other well. But most importantly today, if you're having an issue and it's a negative look at things, try to start focusing on the positive. Create a gratitude list. Think of 10 things, even if you don't think you should be grateful for them. But think of your life as being grateful for, today being grateful for, moving around, waking up, something as simple as that. And trust me, they're like dominoes, they'll fall into place. Until the next time, talk to you soon.